Okay guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you what I've been doing to make money, and that's NFT lending. It's essentially just being a loan shark for some NFT collections and earning a profit on them. What is NFT lending? To put it simply, you can either be a borrower or a lender. If you're a borrower, you own an NFT. So for example, I've got a dumbass donkey. So you can see the floor is currently 0.2. My NFT is actually worth 0.2. But somebody's offering me 50% off, so they're offering me 0.1. I can borrow that 0.1. In 7 days, I have to then pay them back a small amount of interest, or 2.3% interest rate. This can be scaled up, or it can be scaled down, so it doesn't matter how big or small your NFTs are. The reason people will take loans is that they want quick liquidity. If I take this loan, I know that I have to pay this amount back. If not, I lose my NFT. But all I have to do is in 7 days, I have to make more than 2.3% interest rate. So can I do it? Can I not? So just to give you guys an idea, these are my completed loans. I haven't been documenting them as well as I should have, because I've actually done a lot more. These are all of the previous loans that I've done, but I've been documenting them now as best I can. These are the current ones. So you can see in my document here that the actual interest rate for the 14 to 13 days is about 4%. The more risk-free collections are lower at like 3.4%. So the real interest is you're going to be earning about 4% every 2 weeks. It's a very fun thing to do if you like NFTs. So if you like collecting NFTs and you want to be a part of OK Bears, Degenerate Academy, Blocksmith, Utes, DGods, it just depends how much capital you have. It's a lot of fun. But I also understand that if you don't have too much Solana, like if you only have 10 to 20 Solana, ooh, I want to make 4%. 4% on 10 Solana is only 0.4 Solana. So it might be better, and 10 Solana is already $200. So if you only have $200 to lend, maybe lending's not for you. It might be better to start with $100, or 100 Solana, sorry, which is $2,000. And then with that $2,000, every 2 weeks, you can essentially grow it to 104, and then to 108 in a month. And then from there, it can keep compounding and keep going on. The other thing that's pretty good is sometimes people are humans, and the main advantage is, even though that they're humans, sometimes they default. So they forget to pay you back. And typically, once again, going back to the documents, the amount you pay from the floor price. So good example, the Degenerate Academy, very famous in Solana. The floor price is just what you would refer to as the cheapest one. So if the cheapest one is now 46.94, and you were to go onto Sharky, and you went down and you found Degenerate Academy and you click lend, you can see that the floor price that they represent is also the floor price on some of the different NFT marketplaces. So with the floor price being in mind, you know that the floor price is just, let's just say 47 Solana. The current offer is 40 Solana. So you're looking at just above 80%. So about 81% is what I'm going to guess it would be. And if you look at percentages from floor, most of the time 60, 60, 81, 78, 72, 80, 71, 83, 88 super high. That's the Blocksmith. So that one put me in a bit of risk. 85. But typically you're sticking in the low ranges of 60 up to about 80%. So you give them 80% of their value, and then they've got 7 to 2 weeks to pay you back. And then you also take in a bit of a gamble, because in those 7 to 14 days, if the price of the NFT declines a lot, then they might just default on you. So I'll give you an example. So I did a loan for a Cats on Crack. So when I lent it out, the floor price of the collection was 26 Solana. So I gave them 21, but so I gave them, no, sorry. It was 25, it was 26 Solana was the floor price. I gave them 15, so it was a 60% from floor. But when they defaulted, the floor price was 12. So that was a really bad example that like significantly hurt. But luckily, it was already a 60% difference. So I knew it was a little bit more high risky. But if you had a larger collection, like let's say you had a 50 or 100 sol floor price, you gave them 80 sol, and then it crashed all the way down as much as this one did, you'd be in a lot of trouble. But on the other hand, I've also had really good examples where somebody defaulted on me, and the default was just because they forgot to repay me, and then I got to sell the NFT at above like an extra 30% that I would extra earn, and that's quite exciting. The other thing that's pretty good is that if they pay you back early, so you can see here, the real loan duration, there's some people that will take a 14-day loan, but they'll pay you back after 4 days. Most of the time, they'll push it to the actual amount of days, so make sure that's the 14 days, the full 14 days, the full 16 days. This one did 9, 13, 13, 4. So most of the time, they're going to drag you out for the whole duration simply because they want to get their money's worth and just want to be, you know, they want to get their loan worth and they want to protect their NFT just in case it goes up, it goes down. But that said, you can make some money and you can get paid the full loan amount even if they pay you back after 2 days. You can see here that I spread myself between different collections. So even though I got burnt on cats, I've got 2 cats, 1 chill chat, 2 geckos, 1 bear. I want to get another fox, but I've got 1 fox and 1 blocksmith. So I've got a pretty big collection and a general collection. Maybe it will look now to find a different. So typically, I don't want to have too many OK bears. I like one's okay. I like to have 1 Degenerate Ape Academy. So let's try and put a loan for 1 of those. We can do a 40.1. So we're just gonna offer more than the current best offer and hope that this gets taken. And then we can go down. I don't know if I want another Cats on Crack because the floor price is very volatile, but 29, I've got to spend another 29 sol. I like geckos, so maybe we can do a gecko 25, 26. Okay, done. Okay, and then I've got 4 sol left over, but I'll just wait. So now you can see that the ones that are obviously filled out and that have a status, those are accepted offers. The one that's like a little bit faded out, this is a seeking borrow offer, so it's a pending offer. The other one is a gecko offer, which is gray. And then we got the Degenerate Ape Academy, which is a gray. If you're in the Solana ecosystem and you're interested in Solana NFTs, then I highly recommend Sharky. It's just what I've been using. But recently there's been a new website called Citrus. So this is from the famous Fox Federation, FFF. So you can look here. This is like the newest one. So their pools are growing significantly. It's still a bit small compared to Sharky because obviously this has just controlled the market for a very long time. But what's nice about Citrus is you can make it your own APY. So Sharky gives you a fixed APY essentially. So you know that, okay, with some foxes you're paying, it's a 14-day loan and you get 140%. And then you can see that the active loans is 3,800 Solana. So that's what's been taken. Where if you look here, the current pool is just under 1,000. But what's nice is you can set your own APY. So you can see there's some offers here for 140%, but only for 7 days. And then like, it's a lot more. This one's better, I think, for a borrower because you can pick whichever loan offer is more appealing to you. If you want a 3-day one for less APY, if you want a 7-day one, or if you want like I think there's even 21 days. Yeah, so there's even longer period terms, where this one, it's fixed at this amount, and then you can just, you just basically have to accept the highest offer. But it's always going to be at these terms. So this one's probably going to become more popular in the future, but it's also a little bit harder and a little bit more of a battle as a lender, where this one is very simple. You just do it's the highest price. This one, there's APY, there's duration, and then there's also price. The next one's Your. So this one had a lot of potential, and the way it works is it's the other way around. So the NFT borrower will post their NFT, and it'll be like, okay, well, I want 46 Solana, which is 98% of the floor, which is ridiculous because we know that the floor is 46.9. And then in 21 days, he pays you 1 sol. So this is just like a really bad one, but maybe it's more valuable because it's got money. It's like a more rare NFT, but same thing. Like this one, 46. This one's wants more than the current floor price. This one wants more than the current floor price, but that's actually that's a rare NFTs. So Your, I would recommend, like, you can see that they're offering more than the floor price, but with some of the attributes, if you're into NFTs and you're interested in these collections, you know that so Your kind of does more rare NFTs. So these aren't the floor ones, so they want more of a premium. It's just whether or not you will be able to get your premium. Like this one is a 1 of 1 from the collection, and the guy wants a ridiculous amount, but there's a high chance that if you were to accept this loan, they wouldn't pay you back. My guess is they would just run with the money and take the 1,000 sol. But something like this is really reasonable, actually, now that I look at it. He's only giving you a 40% APY, which is not that much, compared to if you were to go here and go Stoned Ape. So this is 17 with 180 for 2 weeks. This guy's doing it for 2 weeks at 40%, which is much less. And then only 14. But it works the other way. So as the borrower, you post your NFT, and then as the lender, you have to either accept the borrower's demands or not. If you're into like Ethereum projects, there's also Ethereum projects that you can check out. But there is also the same thing for the Ethereum projects. If you're more of a baller, or if you're interested in like ETH NFTs and you want to play with some Azukis or some Cool Cats or other side mutant apes, whatever you want, I'm pretty sure the market has it. But yeah, if you guys are interested and you guys want like every 2 weeks, I'll give you a new update on how the lending's doing. Or if you want me to even just sit down and explain different collections and why I'm into them, like which ones to choose, because if you click the lend button, there are thousands of different NFT projects that you can take loans on, and then you might say, why do I invest in these? Why am I picking these ones instead of others? We can do that. Just let me know down below if this interests you. I'm pretty interested in it, and I've been really happy doing my loans. But yeah, catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.